Thank you very much, Premier, for your hospitality thus far, and we are surely appreciative of that. Let me say that, of course, it was important for us to meet your team over here officially in this type of setting, even though we would have interacted in different fora. I think this forum is the first time that we are interacting like this, and this, of course, is just the beginning of where we intend to go. Let me just introduce from my end our Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, the leader of government business, but in no specific order, just as they said, the Honorable Conway Maynard, the Honorable Dr. Denzel Douglas, who is the Senior Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs et al. On this end, we have the Honorable Samuel Duggins, Minister of Agriculture, Creative Economy et al., Minister Iselin Phillip, Minister of Youth et al., and Minister Dr. Joya Clark, Minister of Sustainable Development et al. And on the end is our esteemed Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Marcus Natter. And I would like to apologize for the absence of our learned AG, the Honorable Gat Wilkin, who, like your advisor, he's away on very personal family issues. Let me say that he has a death in his extended family, and we want to extend, of course, our sympathies to him from this setting here this morning. And also the Honorable Marsha Henderson, who had to go immediately to Miami to a very important meeting, and she will be traveling back to St. Kitts and Nevis today. And I'm hoping that maybe she can join the latter part of this meeting, but let's see how that goes. And that is our cabinet, the federal cabinet, of course. Let me say to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis that part of what we promised as a federal cabinet, as a federal government, and even the ethos from the party from whence I come is really to have a relationship with Nevis that would redound in the benefits as we see in St. Kitts, that there is no difference. That is very critical and important to us. And as I often say, Premier, that a child in Gingerland would have the same opportunity as a child in St. Peter's, St. Kitts. A worker in Gingerland should have the same opportunities, or at least equity in opportunities, as any worker in Boyd's, St. Kitts. And that is why we have taken such a progressive move, that irrespective of the political differences, I think and I know that we are one people. And I think it is always good politics to ensure that St. Kitts and Nevis are working together for the benefit of all of our people. There is no other way to do it. To that end, we have been engaging. One of the major things that we intend to push through is the geothermal. I will speak to that because I think if we were looking for oil, that is our oil. But the resource resides here in Nevis and needs the input of the federal government. And you and I have sat and we have discussed that this resource can serve all of our people. And the federal government will put all the resources that it has to put to see this come to a reality. I just had a discussion with the Minister of Energy this week, who gave me an update, and he will, in the private session, give the details. He knows more about this than me. He's an engineer and he has studied this. However, what we are saying is that we are moving steadily along, and we have put together what is the final number, and I know that you have that over here as well. So I want to say that this in itself is a revolutionary move, where now we have investors and other countries who are now willing to come on board, because we have decided that St. Kitts and Nevis will move together on this resource to benefit and transform us as a federation. As you know, we have done a number of other things, such as the CBI dividend, that benefited all of our people. We are about to embark on the accounts for children, which would include shares for children, a child in Nevis will have the same opportunity as a child in St. Kitts. And so we want to embark on a number of these initiatives where we can collaborate and make sure that the benefits come to both the people in St. Kitts and the people in Nevis. As you have said, there are issues to work through, historic issues that these issues need to be resolved. There are new issues that also need to be resolved. There are issues where we can collaborate and come up with even more poignant solution to redound the benefit of all of our people. They touch on the issue of course, security, energy, education, and so forth. But there are many other opportunities for us to work together. Why do I say that? When we work together, it allows for transfer of knowledge, transfer of expertise, transfer of many other resources that result in better outcome, and it can also be more cost effective for us. For example, in the Ministry of Health, why can't we share resources? For example, people from Nevis come to St. Kitts to be dialyzed, and we have that facility to accommodate them. I know Nevis now has one of the most up-to-date CT scans. Why can't we send people from St. Kitts to Nevis to have those done? I know you have visiting people who does very advanced eye surgery here in Nevis. Why can't we have people from St. Kitts come over? So we don't have to repeat a lot of the things because we are very close, and if we share resources, it would of course result in, of course, advancing all of our people. And so that is why we look forward to a forum like this, and for us to have more opportunities to interact. Let me say to the people that our CABSEC has been in touch with your, do you say Cabinet Secretary as well? With your CABSEC, so that we can see what is coming out of the federal government, and that your CABSEC knows what is coming out of our cabinet, so that there can be more collaboration and understanding of where we are heading, and to make sure that if we are instituting something, that the people of Nevis are included as far as possible and not excluded. Of course, the Nevis Island administration has its own way forward, and we respect that. And so we look for opportunities where there's space to work together. So I want to wrap up by saying to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis that we are here to work together as far as possible for the benefit of all of our people. I will tell you where I feel, and I would put where my heart is personally with respect to St. Kitts and Nevis. If you were to ask me, and down the road later when people ask, I believe that St. Kitts and Nevis is one country. There is no space for either to survive independently, especially when we see regions of the world coming closer and closer and closer together that are much bigger than us. And that is why I believe we need constitutional reform to see where the areas are that we can amend to make sure that we pull the two islands more closely together, to work more tightly together, again, to benefit all of our people of St. Kitts and Nevis. And I finally said to our people, this what we are doing today is not just a media show. This is genuine. We really have been working to reach decisions or to make decisions to benefit both islands, to benefit the Federation. This is just another step along the way of coming closer as a federation. So I want to thank all of you for joining us, and to say that St. Kitts and Nevis, long live, and we are becoming stronger, better, not just in this time, but we want to set it for the future generation to build on what we would have left. Thank you very much.